SSC exams in January, HSC in June from 2027, says Education Minister. Trial of Inu ends. Deepu Moni, Mozammel Babu and Farzana Rupa sent back to jail. Commerce Minister seeks Chinese investors to boost investment in Bangladesh. Those were the headlines. Good evening, I'm Shahzana Hassan with English Bulletin. Education Minister Dr. ANM Ehsanul Haq Milon has said that the SSC and equivalent examinations of 2027 will begin on January 7, while the HSC and equivalent exams will start on June 6. He announced the revised schedules at a press conference on Thursday afternoon. The minister said that the changes have been made as the government desires to save students valuable academic time. According to the minister, the SSC examinations will begin on January 7 and conclude on February 6, while the HSC examinations will be held from June 16 to July 13. The examination routines have already been finalized and will be published soon, the minister added. The International Crimes Tribunal 1 has showed former Minister Deepu Moni, journalist Mozammel Babu and Farzana Rupa arrested in a case filed over the crackdown on Hifazat-e-Islam's rally at Chapla Chottor. The tribunal passed the order on Thursday after holding a hearing on a petition filed by the prosecution in this connection. The court later sent them back to jail. The tribunal has asked to produce the three accused before the tribunal on June 7, fixed for the submission of the formal probe report. Deepu Moni, Mozammel Babu and Farzana Rupa have been kept in jail in the case filed over July killings. 6 others, including former State Minister Shamsul Haq Tuku, former IGP Shahidul Haq and former Army officer Ziaul Ahsan, have been arrested in connection with the case. Meanwhile, after completing the trial of former Minister and Jasud Chief Hassanul Haq Inu into July killings, the ICT2 has kept the verdict waiting for announcement. Mentioning China as the biggest trade partner of Bangladesh, Commerce Minister Khondokar Abdul Muqtadir has made a call to China to increase investment in Bangladesh. At the inaugural of Bangladesh-China Green Textile Expo at Boshundhara International Convention Center in Dhaka on Thursday morning, he sought technological support from China for the jute industry of Bangladesh. In his speech, the minister urged Chinese investors to make meaningful investments that would create a win-win partnership between the two countries. Chinese ambassador to Bangladesh, Yao Wen, attended the event as special guest. He said China is working to expand trade with the new government. The 3-day international exhibition has brought together leading textile and garment companies, investors and technical experts from Bangladesh and China. Anti-Corruption Commission ACC has sent letters to various departments summoning documents of 148 former officials of Union Bank on charges of embezzling Taka 18,343 crores in the name of loans. The list of the accused includes several top officials, including the bank's former managing director ABM Mokammel Haq Chaudhry, Abdul Hamid Mia and Omar Farooq. A team led by the Deputy Director of ACC, Moshir Rahman, is investigating the corruption. According to the ACC's complaint, SLM Group alone has embezzled Taka 18,343 crore from Union Bank in the name of loans, which is about 64% of the total loan of the bank. These fake loans were taken through fictitious transactions against which there was no collateral. This picture of fraud emerged during a special inspection by Bangladesh Bank. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman's wife, Dr. Zubaida Rahman, inaugurated Free Heart Camp in Coral Slump area in the capital on Thursday afternoon. She at the time said that the present government's target is every child and adolescent will transform into an asset of the country through achieving capability specially. Also present at the program, State Minister for Health, Dr. M.A. Muhit, said that the government has taken a 3-year-long special program to ensure healthcare facility to the 15% disabled people of the country. He said the government is determined to ensure medical facility to special children to the rural level and to create employment. Bangladesh Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman has pledged to serve full-time if elected as the President of the 81st session of the United Nations General Assembly UNGA. He made the comment at an interactive dialogue of candidates held at the United Nations headquarters in New York on Wednesday. The post President of the 81st session of the UNGA is scheduled for the Asia-Pacific group as a regional rotation. This time, Bangladesh and Cyprus are competing for this post. The General Assembly presidential election will be held in New York on June 2. Now, a short break. We'll be back soon with Trump-Xi Jinping meeting in Beijing for partnership rather than rivalry. West Bengal's new government bans public slaughter of cattle and buffalo. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. The third terminal of Hazrat Shahjalal International Airport will double the airport's passenger handling capacity when it gets fully operational. Chairman of the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, Air Vice Marshal Mustafa Mahmood Siddique, made the comment. He shared this expectation during a courtesy meeting with the members of Bangladesh Aviation and Tourism Journalists Association on Thursday morning. Mustafa Mahmood Siddique said that terminal will feature modern immigration systems and automated customs facilities for passengers to improve service quality. In addition, a large multi-level car parking facility with space for around 1,200 vehicles will be built, which is expected to reduce the long-standing traffic congestion. Efforts are also ongoing to reopen 8 closed domestic airports, including Bogura, Ishodi, Thakurga and Lalmonirhat, he added. The Detective Branch of Dhaka Metropolitan Police has arrested 3 members of a money counterfeiting gang through raids at capitals Uttara and Gazipur. Additional Commissioner of DB, Shafiqul Islam, disclosed this at a press briefing at DMP Media Centre on Thursday. He said the gang became active ahead of the upcoming Eid al-Azha. Cash money worth Taka 4 lakh and counterfeited notes worth Taka 30 lakh were recovered from their possession. At the same time, laptop, computer, printer and other materials to make counterfeited money were also recovered. The DB police also arrested 9 people, including 6 Chinese nationals, over alleged links to online gambling and cyber fraud. Now news around the world. Chinese President Xi Jinping and US President Donald Trump held talks at Beijing's Great Hall of the People. During high-stakes summit, Xi said their countries should be partners rather than rivals, while Trump hailed Xi a great leader, adding US-China relationship going to be better than ever. First day of high-stakes talks between Xi and Trump concluded after nearly 2 hours-long talks on Thursday following pomp-filled welcome ceremony. During meeting, Xi called China-US to be partners, not rivals. He highlighted Taiwan as the most important issue in China-US relations and expressed hopes 2026 will be a historic year for their relations. White House described Thursday's meeting as great, stressing conflict and ensuing global energy crisis were key topics during conversation. It said both leaders agreed Hormuz Strait must remain open. However, it omitted Taiwan topic. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he secretly visited the UAE and met its president during the war with Iran. According to a BBC report, Netanyahu's office stated in X post, in the midst of Operation Roaring Lion, Netanyahu secretly visited UAE. He there met UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and the meeting led to a historic breakthrough. Shortly afterwards, UAE Foreign Ministry denied reports of the alleged visit by Netanyahu or any other Israeli military delegation in UAE. Russia targeted Ukraine with more than 800 drones in a large-scale daytime assault that killed at least 9 people. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has claimed. The strikes came as Kiev, Moscow traded long-range attacks after a brief ceasefire and despite the latest suggestion from US President Trump that the war could soon come to an end. Zelensky wrote on X that since Wednesday midnight, at least 800 Russian drones have already been launched and the attack is ongoing, with additional drones entering our country's airspace. He added Moscow had targeted western regions closest to the borders with NATO countries. India's West Bengal state government issued a notice stating cattle or buffalo cannot be slaughtered in the state without a mandatory fitness certificate and slaughter cannot take place in open public spaces. The development comes days after BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari's sweeping victory in West Bengal assembly elections. The newly elected government has moved to tighten enforcement of cattle slaughter regulations, issuing modified public notice under State Animals Slaughter Control Act 1950. Animals permitted to be slaughtered only at municipal slaughterhouses or facilities specifically designated by the local administration. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. SSC exams in January, HSC in June from 2027, says Education Minister. Trial of Inu ends. Deepu Moni, Mozammel Babu and Farzana Rupa sent back to jail. Commerce Minister seeks Chinese investors to boost investment in Bangladesh. Trump-Xi Jinping meeting in Beijing, call for partnership rather than rivalry. And West Bengal's new government bans public slaughter of cattle and buffalo. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us.